Hi Pisces, it's Darius from Sassy Woman Tarot. Thank you for being here. I do want to explain my absence. I had a traumatic situation in May and I took some time off to work through things, and I've been successful at that. I'm always healing, so that's part of my game, but I am successful as far as working through things as my traumatic situation. So thank you so much for your concern, caring, your donations, your just thank you for missing me, and I missed you as well. So I'm back, and I'm just so happy to be here with you. And like I said, just thank you so much. I can't say anything more than that, Pisces. I really appreciate it. And on that note, let's get started. So I am going to do my Chinese fortune sticks at the end of the reading, so formulate the yes or no question in your mind right now if you would. And I also have a couple different things we're doing this time. I did all my readings with this Down the Rabbit Hole reading, and I'll explain that a little bit as we go, okay? So first I'm going to go ahead and pull you an inspiration card, Pisces, and this is for now, the 15th, until the end of July, okay? So one card for Pisces, please. Inspirational card for Pisces. One card, Spirit. There we go. And let me just pull that out. I have to put my glasses on. For today, I am grateful. For today, I am grateful. Okay, so that is your inspirational card. All right. And let me just go ahead and I'm going to pull a chakra card for you, and then I'll explain the reading of Down the Rabbit Hole and why I chose this for this time. So one card here for Pisces, and this is going to be from now until the end of July, please. One card for Pisces for the chakra card. One card for the chakra card for Pisces. There it is. What is it? It's a red card. Ooh, soulmate. I think that was the only one. Yep. Soulmate. So let me just pull the book and read that to you. The red is representative of our different chakras. And let me just explain that to you. So it says the first chakra relates to the source of energy and how you are building your foundation. Think of the root chakra as a platform. The red cards represent the support you have created or are creating for your future. Okay, so let me just give you the rundown on this. So, for soulmate, it's a rose without thorns, it says. This card indicates changing old communication patterns and being open to a new way of interacting. You may no longer be able to have conversations that don't sustain your authenticity. Freedom lies ahead, better than you can imagine. And I do want to look up the meditation for this, okay? The meditation for this is take a deep breath and keep relaxing until you find yourself in a safe place. Ask the great spirits to help you face that which you long for. Allow any nerves to pass. You may now know how to handle your present situation, or this knowledge will come to you soon. All right? That's pretty neat, isn't it? Look at that card. The knowing. I think that's pretty neat. Okay. All right, so I want to tell you about this reading. I've gotten some pretty good positive feedback. It pretty much aligns at the end. We do clarify the cards. I picked these up. I thought they were pretty neat, a little bit different. Alice, the Wonderland Oracle. They're by Lucy Cavendish, and the artwork is by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. I'm just going to show you that. I just think they're adorable. But I like what it represents. This is a different spread. You know, every reading has its different spreads. A lot of people like the Celtic or Celtic, depending upon how you pronounce it, cross. And a lot of people use different spreads in their readings. I usually use like the three card kind of thing. It depends. I mix them up. So this is Down the Rabbit Hole spread. Let me show it to you. It's 8 cards. Okay? And each one has an explanation for each card. Each position, I mean. All right, so the first one, we're going to go ahead and here's the cards right here. And they have the explanations on back. So each card has an explanation on back, and we'll go through the positions as I pull the cards. I was doing this and pulling all 8 cards at one time, you know, in the beginning, and then explaining as we went. But I think this actually is a little bit better to go each one. So card number 1 is the White Rabbit. That's the beginning of your journey down the rabbit hole. This is an actual journey. My nose is bothering me again. It was trying to think. I think for Capricorn. Okay, so the White Rabbit. What you need to follow, create, or be inspired by, an opportunity for you to go after. Okay, that's what card we're going to pull for, and this is for Pisces. Okay, I've already saged. I shuffle and clear my cards after every reading, so know that these are your cards, Pisces. So, all right, and this is for the end of July for Pisces. I'm going to take that. And this is, like I said, the White Rabbit. This is uncertainty. 39. It's a pretty card. All right, when Alice meets the caterpillar, her indecision, sadness, and uncertainty are not met with sympathy. Instead, hopefully you can see that I'm holding it up right. Instead, the caterpillar gives her the chance to change herself. Empowerment is a journey. It is only through the willingness to learn and experiment that you will know what must be done to be who you wish to be. Okay, so that's a sort of a new beginning, right? Finding yourself. All right, we'll clarify as we go after we get done too. Card number 2 is the Fall, the descent. What you will discover about yourself during the descent down the rabbit hole. I just thought they were neat. Different. Okay, we have one. I don't think there was any more. No. And this is 45. Look at those eyes. Oh my gosh. Such a curious dream. Look at those eyes. All right, so it is time for the ordinary to be made blessed within our lives. After journeying through our own wonderland and knowing true enchantment, we can return forever changed, seeing the beauty in the everyday. Now it is time to ground. Enjoy the very simple tasks that most people consider too mundane to have any magic at all within them, yet they do. Such a curious dream. Okay, so that's the Fall. All right, so finding the magic maybe. All right, the Release, this is number 3. What you need to let go of in order to pursue your dreams. To open one door at the bottom of the rabbit hole, you must let go of the possibility of opening another. Okay, so number 3, let's go ahead. This is for Pisces. Down the rabbit hole, there it is. It's always tea time. Within the space you find yourself, there is an endless repetition, as though you are stuck in a loop. First, become aware and recognize the cycle you are in. You have a chance to escape. Others about you are content to keep the cycle going. You stand outside of this, and it is within your power to change the pattern for yourself. So it looks like you have a decision to make regarding something. The Madness is card number 4. The great challenge of the adventure of going down the rabbit hole. The aspect you may doubt within yourself as you undergo your journey. All right. This is for Pisces. Well, let's see what it is. Nature Communication number 37. If you wish for other beings or spirits to speak with you, stay open and trusting. This is especially important when working with the plant kingdom, trees and flowers, elementals, and fairy energy. But the most important ingredient is to become a person worth communicating with. In that way, new bonds and cords of understanding can grow between the human world and the wonders all about us. All right, that's the Madness. Number 5 is the Wisdom, the lesson you will learn through your adventure. This is for Pisces, please. Ooh, there it is. All in in a garden afternoon. All in a golden afternoon. All right, number 1. A spark of inspiration has alighted upon you. The surge of imagination can take many forms. It could be a creative solution to a problem you are experiencing. It may mean using visualization to improve at a physical activity. Whatever form it takes, you are actively telling the story of your life with every word you speak and creating the story in action with every move you make. Whatever it is you wish to do, paint, draw, sing, write, dance, do this creative, vital, brilliant, life-bringing thing. Who knows what creations you can bring forth? Looks like you have some uncertainty about that. All right. So number 6, the challenge. This card signifies your climb out of the perils of the enchantments of Wonderland, and what you will need to do to make a success of bringing back what you have learned. Okay, Pisces, for the end of July, from now until the end of July. There it is. Manage to be glad. You must learn how to be happy because happiness grows through the deliberate nurturing of joy. Do not believe those who imply that being joyful means you are not as serious, deep, or hardworking as they are. Happiness is often hard-earned amidst the most troubling of challenges. Wow. Okay. So keep working hard. I guess that's your message to bring back. The Ascent. One of the great benefits of this adventure, an integration of the dream-like world of Wonderland with the everyday world of humanity. Okay. I thought one flipped there. I guess not. Okay. So this is the Ascent for Pisces. What do we have to say to Pisces regarding the Ascent out of the rabbit hole? This is for Pisces. The Ascent out of the rabbit hole. We have more than one. I'm going to take that one. Ooh, jeepers. And I'm going to take that one for the next card. I don't know why. I just feel that that's what I'm supposed to do. So the first card, this is for the Ascent. Number 6, choices. Okay. It seems that each choice you have presents a potential problem. There is not one clear best choice. Each door is locked, too small, impossible to open or even fit through. You are seeking the key to unlock the opportunities that are all about you. You will work to find it because the delights that lie on the other side are worth the challenge. Choices. Okay? So that's the Ascent. And the last card is the Awakening. Like Alice, you will awaken, and when you do, you will have changed. This card indicates just how you have changed and what you can now give to the world as a result of your adventure. All right, I have Lead the Way. In this card, Alice takes charge and leads everyone out of the pool of tears, just as you must do right now. It is up to you to lead others and yourself to a safer ground. Show everyone how it's done. Help those who are, like you once were, overwhelmed by their feelings. All you need to do is show them the way. Okay, so we're going to clarify. All right, and I am going to use the Gilded Tarot. I've been using that for all my readings pretty much except for 2, I think. And that's because we had an argument, my cards and myself, at one point. I don't like cards when they don't work with me. I have to put them away because it's just too time consuming, and my cards pretty much know that. And I don't like to play around with it. I know it sounds strange, but that's how I feel. Okay, and so let's go ahead and clarify the uncertainty, and that was concerning the White Rabbit. Let me just explain that. The White Rabbit, when you need to follow, create, or be inspired by the opportunity to go after. Uncertainty was that for you. So let's clarify that. And this could be in your workplace too. Having choices maybe as to maybe begin again somewhere or something, or Could be a love situation, choices, leading the way out of the pool of tears. I'm going to take this one. The Queen of Wands. Okay, so that looks like that's you. The Queen of Wands is pretty much a homebody, nature-loving. So let's see where this goes with that. Remember, you had soulmate too. Such a curious dream. That was the second one, and that was the fall. Like you weren't really sure what spirits were telling you. And this is for Pisces. There we go. I don't know what that was. We'll look. 5 of Cups. So maybe you're having like, you felt rejection. Maybe somebody gave you, maybe you haven't, there's something to do with curious dreams, spirits. You're not feeling they're answering you concerning a rejection, maybe. You've been asking them about, and you can't seem to get an answer. It's always tea time. Okay, so this is a cycle you're in. You have a chance to escape, but others are keeping content in that cycle. So you feel like you're stuck. All right, and that was 3, and that is the release, what you need to release. So you need to release the feeling of being stuck. Let's clarify that regarding this rejection. That's too many. I only take 1. I don't like to take more than that. I think that's too mixed up. No, I'm not taking them. Quit throwing them out there. We want 1 card for our Pisces for clarification of it's always tea time, being stuck. 1 card only, please. 1 card only. That's 2. 1 card only for Pisces. I'm taking this. The 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups usually represents like you're reevaluating probably where you're at, or this rejection you're trying to find an answer regarding maybe why, what happened, maybe it's a job you applied for. Oh, I'm going to take this one. And that's the Ace of Swords. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is a victory over this. Usually it's a victory, like a conquest. Maybe you feel you are better off regarding that. Communication, asking spirit or the great spirits regarding this situation, what you should do, how you can get out of being stuck, maybe. 1 card. The 3 of Cups. So that's a celebration. So it's beautiful, isn't it? Look at those ladies just dancing around saying, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so abundance, health, maybe you've gotten more hope in your life regarding that, coming out of that rejection. Maybe you've got a new offer on the table, job-wise, if it isn't a love situation. It first, to me, seemed like a love situation. That's what I got right away, was a love situation. That you felt rejected. You had a bad situation regarding a rejection. And I mean, you know, very heartbreaking. So let's go on from there. And it seems like you've moved out of that. You've maybe healed. You know, when you work through that process. It takes a lot. It really does. All right, so let's go. I'm just getting too many. I'm getting that one. That one looked good. 6 of Cups. That's a cute card, right? 6 of Cups. So you're having happy memories regarding this relationship. You're going back and maybe sticking in your mind regarding this. Let me just get out of these cards. They keep flying out. Come on, 1 card for Pisces for clarification. I want to do it on the 6 of Cups. Okay, the happy memories. All right, I'm going to take the one that flipped over inside of here. That's pretty apt, I think. the 8 of Swords. So that's too much in your mind. Too much in your mind. See how you're imprisoning yourself regarding this? Too much in your mind. Happy memories. You're just focusing on the past and the happy memories, and it's hard for you to focus on the future. You can't get past that. That's what I'm picking up right now. So I'm going to say it's a love relationship, but it could be work. You know, people have happy memories at work too. They spend a lot of time with the people that they work with. Turn all these over. Got a couple here. I'm not taking those either. All right. So we're going to move on to the manage to be glad. Okay. To find time to be glad. To find the joy in your life. Find the joy in your life. Manage to be glad. And that was the 6th card. And the 6th card was the challenge. So this is for Pisces. Oh, there's a card that's turned over. There's 2 or 3. I'm not taking them. Okay, so manage to be glad. I'm going to read that again. You must learn how to be happy because happiness grows through the deliberate nurturing of joy. Do not believe those who imply that being joyful means you are not as serious, deep, or hardworking as they are. Happiness is often hard-earned amidst the most troubling of challenges. So this is your challenge card. So to find joy. Let me just go ahead. To manage to be glad. It's sometimes hard to do, man. When you're depressed or you're having a hard time, it is like a rocky road, no doubt. Sometimes it's even hard to get out of bed, take a shower. I mean, I don't know. You know, I've had so many experiences in my life with people and my own life. I've seen really bad depression with people, and you know, it can really affect you in different ways, and it's disheartening sometimes when you've had a heartbreak. Some people don't recover from that like instantly in 3 months, and sometimes it takes years, seriously. So your card for this is the 2 of Wands. Okay, and the 2 of Wands is usually, if you look at the card, take a good look at that. The 2 of Wands is usually like a success in business. So maybe you're coming out of this now. Maybe you're finding a way you found a way to find joy. Maybe it's with friends, family, by yourself. Oh, I think something flipped. Let me look. All right. I want to go to the choices. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do one more clarification there on manage to be glad and the 2 of Wands. Oh, it's definitely. Nope, it's 2 cards. I'm going to take them now. And it's crazy. Get ready. The first card is, that would be the second card. So I'm going to take the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups. Okay, you had the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Cups is a love affair and deep friendship. So maybe you're, this is a good, you've met somebody, and it looks like it has prospect. I'm also seeing the Queen of Pentacles. That's the second card. The Queen is usually an intelligent person, and she's very successful. Very successful. So maybe, no, I don't want all those cards. All right, so let's clarify your choices. You might have a choice to make. The Magician. So you're capable of making that choice because you're finding magic, and I mean, you have the ability. Everyone has the ability to find their true authenticity, and to follow that. Okay, everybody has that. I mean, we lose it as we go through life. We lose that confidence. We lose that center a lot of times because of the atmosphere, the environment we're in, the work situation, how we feel about our education. Somebody's made us feel that way. We just go through a lot of different things. And if you've been heartbroken and you've had some kind of heart-wrenching situation or a bad situation with a job, sometimes it takes a lot to try to want to get out of it. You know, you feel like you've been held down so long. I'm not sure what exactly this is. I would say it is a love situation, though, that you've had to recover from. And you're doing a pretty good job. Whether you're being offered something or not, I think you're balancing things. Let me see here. And let me show you the Magician card. I don't think I did. The Magician card is, you're using your own power, and that's so important to not forget. Like, don't ever lose your wonderment, that's what I always say. Don't ever lose your wonderment, like as a child, like how you wonder, oh my gosh, how does that, don't ever lose that, Try to find that in everything if you can, even this. It'll make it so much nicer and so much easier for you to try to, not easier, but it might be joyful. You might find joy in it, It's an easier way to find joy, is remembering what it's like from a child's point of view. Look at it from a different perspective. All right, so I just want one card, please. Oh my gosh. One card, and I think that was on there, if that's correct. One card, oh, there it is, on the Magician. So we have the Hanging Man, okay? Look at that card. So it's saying to trust your intuition, to higher wisdom, to, if you're asking spirits, trust their guidance. You can lead the way, it says. That's your end card, to lead the way out of this. Let me just put these back because this one's not right. All right, so your last card was lead the way to the pool of people, lead them out of the pool of tears. So you've done this for yourself, like you once were overwhelmed by feelings. So so you're coming out of this. This is great. This is a great. Let's go ahead and get clarification on lead the way for Pisces. The last card out of the rabbit hole. Yeah, so hopefully you're finding a way out of this. Oh, look at that. Temperance. Okay, look at that card. And temperance is adapting, coming, you're adapting to finding your power, maybe, and that is so great. Look at that beautiful card. Look at how she's got stars. She's coming. She's rising. She's like a phoenix, She's like a phoenix. That's really cool. I like that. All right, so one more card I'm going to take. The Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups usually represents like somebody that brings a proposal. Maybe you're going to be proposed to or have an invitation out of this, and an invitation to something. Let's go one more. Ooh, and I only want one. Come on now, we're not going to take 500. I'm going to keep the cards we have. Okay, so Knight of Cups will clarify. Who is this Knight of Cups? Is this like a young lover? Or, I don't know. So, no, we're not taking all those. You have a deck, quarter of a deck, third. I don't care. That's stuck in my hand, so we're taking that. The King of Wands. Okay. So the King of Wands might be the person that you either had to get over. It's my cheater card. It's a cheater card for me. He wants to dip his wand and everything. So, beware of that. Let's see. Nine of Cups, Temperance. So you're adapting to the situation. Maybe this is what this person was like. Or that you had to, maybe there was infidelity there, or just can't trust. Now I got the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is, favorable news. So maybe it's, you're coming out of that. This person that you've, the new person maybe that you have, an invitation or proposal, it's favorable news. So, that's one more on the Page of Pentacles. Is it favorable news, please? Too many cards. Favorable news for the outcome on that King of Wands. I want to clarify. We don't want any more cheaters, man. We're just getting over that kind of thing. And if it's somebody at work, we don't want that either. Queen of Swords. Okay, so you're cutting out the crapola. You're rising from that. Okay, you're cutting the people that cause this situation. You're through with that. You're over it. You're over it. You're good. And there might be an invitation or a proposal of some kind. It's not going to be from a King of Wands. I'll tell you that. You will not settle for that. You are not going to settle. I thought that was a turned over card. You're not going to settle for that. You have discernment now. You know better. So the Tower, see? You're having this Tower that's showing you that you have become powerful. You have your own authenticity, and you know where this is going. The Four of Swords, okay? And you know the Four of Swords, look at that. The Four of Swords is like, you've been in solitude over this. I don't know how long, but I can tell you, you've been in solitude over this. And because of the pain. And you're now coming out of that. And a change for the better is at hand. A change for the better. So you might be receiving, that Tower caused you some really major pain. And I apologize for you having to have to go through that. But you're coming out of that. And the card that came with that is Judgment. Judgment. So you know that Judgment is like a spiritual awakening. That's like, you know, look at that. Blow your horn, you know, look at that. You're learning your own power. You know you're powerful. You know you have the ability to start again with possibly somebody new. There might be a proposal of some sort from this person that you've met. Let me just clarify. But I am so proud of you. I know that took a lot, man. I know it took a lot. I can see the pain. I can feel it. I can honestly feel that sometimes. I have to really sometimes cleanse myself after reading because I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, I'm sorry you had to go through that. And even if it's with a physician and people that you worked with or whatever, it could be a family member, but I don't think so. I personally think it's a love situation. And you had to go through some heart-wrenching situations and realizations about yourself as well. That's tough. That's tough. Really tough. One card. There's one card for the outcome for this. There it is. What is it? Oh my God. This one I have to cover up her cleavage because they are not covered. And it's pretty bountiful, so we don't want to make people crazy. And that is the Star. Okay? The Star. What a better card to end up on. That is wonderful. Congratulations on your growth out of that situation and for what's to come. And obviously it's going to be something major. Okay? Major. Something majorly good. That's what I predict. Alright, let me get a Wisdom of the Oracle card for you, Pisces, and then we'll do the fortune sticks, okay? My reading is too awfully long. Sorry, I just like to go into everything. And I thought, you know, I really like this deck. I thought it was very cool the way it came about and how you end up going down the rabbit hole and experiencing that situation. You're coming out and finding whatever. You would not believe the different things in the different readings of the different signs, what they've come up with. It's pretty cool. All right, so one card for Pisces, please. One card. Wisdom of the Oracle. Please, one card. One card, please. One card, or else I'll take Kuan Yin. One card, please. One card only. Oh, one card only for Pisces. I'm going to do it 3 more times. If I don't get one card, we're going to change up and get a different oracle. Too many. That's the second one. One card, please. Nope, too many. One card. Let's change up. Alright, we'll do it one more time. One card, please, for Pisces. One card. Nope. No. Alright, we're going to change out. Let's do a Kuan Yin. One card, Kuan Yin Oracle. These are beautiful cards too. I hope you liked this reading. Let me know in the comments if you did, if you liked the way it came out, and if it resonated with you. Okay, these two cards should not be in there, and I'll show you. I'll show you why. Okay, just now some of my cards are falling off the table. So let me go ahead and put one card. Now they're out of there, so now we know they're good. Sorry about that. Okay, so one card for Pisces, please. One again. No, too many. One card only. One card. There it is. It's called the Threshold. All right. Look at the picture. The threshold. At the threshold you stand. Before you lies a way of being that is beyond fear. It is a sacred passing through a karmic veil into a new life of empowerment, peace, and unconditional love. You are coming home to love. So that ties right in with that, you know? It ties right in with your empowerment, I think. Okay, so let's do your fortune sticks. And I hope you answer yes or no question at the beginning. And this is for Pisces for the 15th of July to the end of July. Okay? And this is our yes or no question. You're going to answer, please, for Pisces. Thank you so much for fortune sticks. We really appreciate your guidance. Okay, here we go. Take that one. Some come out really far, others just like, you know, when I'm not sure or something. Okay, so the number, I don't know if you can see that. I try to make it clear for everybody. 46. Okay, so 46, and no, I do not know them by heart, but using them for many moons. They're quite old, and actually the numbers are starting to fade off of them, but I'm going to still try to read them. So 46. All right. It says, your personality shines brightly, and other people wish they could be more like you. Avoid negative people who like to gossip. Focus on positive interactions with true friends. Your answer is yes in 6 months. So whatever you were asking, yes in 6 months. Write the date down. See if it comes to fruition. You know, I'd like to know that. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for missing me, Pisces. I really appreciate it. And I really needed that time off. And if you've been through that kind of situation, it wasn't particularly the same, but it was pretty mind-blowing. And so like I said, I really appreciate all the donations, all the care and concern. And I want to just thank you so much. And I hope to see you again at the end of the month, okay? All right, take care, Pisces. Thanks for being here.